Doors are closing in on the narcissist. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, you're now understanding that it's not just you who was taken advantage of. It certainly isn't just you who has figured out that narcissism is prevalent, and it is not only you who is healing. There are billions of us, yes, with a B, billions of us, and every single day that number is growing. We, the collective, we, the empaths, we, the people who are targeted, are growing in numbers. Our voice is now being heard. We are not being silenced any longer. The narcissist has nowhere else to hide, nowhere else to slither off to. Doors are being closed on them left, right, and center. You have done your part. By now, you've either gone no contact or you're about to. And when you do your part, just like I have, that means there are two less avenues that the narcissist can approach or attack. When others do their part, then the numbers grow and grow and grow. Eventually, which is what's happening, there will be an insurmountable change. The energetic shift will be too much for the narcissist. You want the real truth? It's too late for them. They already had full run of this planet for eons and centuries, and they know their days are numbered. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to act like everything's business as usual. Well, they know. Just by the fact that you've gone no contact or you've figured out who they are, other people have done the same thing, and now it's beginning to add up. You see, in the old days, I used to express this term, and I know a lot of you in the audience didn't like it, but I had to say it. We, the people who were abused by the narcissists, we experienced death by 1,000 paper cuts. Well, I haven't used that expression in a little while. The reason why is because now the narcissist is experiencing the same thing, but it's not 1,000 paper cuts. It's over 2 billion paper cuts. Every avenue that's closed to the narcissist today, tonight, tomorrow, next week, and subsequent days is less opportunity that these creatures can infiltrate. As soon as you get the wisdom, as soon as you figure out that you were manipulated, you were taken advantage of, you were hoodwinked, you were led down a path that led to Destructionsville. When you realize that, and then you actually wrap your head around the fact that that person, not only do they not like you, but they're jealous of you. They're envious of you. They have disdain for you. And they don't want you to ever succeed in life or in business or any way. When you realize that, then you have to cut bait. You have to cut the ties. And again, you should know what the ties are. There are 4 ties that must be cut. They are the emotional tie, the financial tie, the physical tie, and of course, the spiritual tie. As you're cutting each of these ties, you are getting stronger. The stronger you get, the weaker the pull from the narcissist to you will become. The weaker that pull becomes, the more you will realize that that relationship wasn't as bad as you thought it was. It was 100,000 times worse, which is why each and every narcissistic relationship has an expiration date. Yes, they all do. Just like that sour milk sitting in your refrigerator that you haven't thrown out in 3 weeks. Well, the narcissistic relationship is something similar. The difference is milk, you can go buy another jug for $2.50 or $5 or $30, whatever it is these days. A little joke in there for you. But with the narcissist, it's a whole different animal. You have to take this seriously. You have to take this extremely seriously. The narcissist will continue to approach or continue to try to live in people's minds rent-free. Anyone, and I mean anyone, who A, hasn't gotten the wisdom, B, hasn't gone no contact, and C, who still is believing that the narcissist isn't who they now know they are. The last part I'm going to jump on for a quick moment. Many people, to this day, even though they know what narcissism is, they mention to me during one-on-one sessions, they will say, like, I still can't believe this. It is so overwhelming to comprehend how this person did it. And they didn't do it for a week or a month. They did it for 10 years, 30 years or more. How could I not know? How was I so naive, etc.? Well, again, what I share with those people, and I was one of those people, and I was counseling myself years ago because I didn't have anywhere to turn. I share with those people is you didn't know back then. You did not know. The narcissist knew, and they had that insurmountable advantage, and they knew what they were going to do to you. Now, did they know the exact day of the discard? Of course not. But did they know that how much money you had in your bank account, and if your health was failing or ailing, or if you were going to get the 401k, or you were going to get fired from the job, or if you were going to have to relocate, or going to come across an inheritance, whatever it was? They knew all those details about you. The reason why they knew those things is because you were an open book, and the narcissist pulled all that information out of you. You thought you were in a loving, committed, stable, healthy, reciprocal, two-way relationship with a person who cared about you. You were in a relationship from hell with a person who wanted to destroy you, your life, your hopes, your dreams, your mind, your relationships, your health, your hobbies, whatever else I didn't say. That's what these people do. There's a movie that came out recently. Some of you have seen it. I haven't. It's called The Odyssey. In the Odyssey, which is Homer's Iliad, and it's a Greek mythology story, some of you have seen it. There are many stories within stories in that Iliad, and there are many stories within the stories of the Odyssey. You are on your own Odyssey, just like I am. And if you think the silver screen or the big movie that you saw, The Odyssey, had such fantastic tales to tell, and wow, that's astonishing or amazing, well, just take 1 second and go back into your life. Your life will dwarf the Odyssey. The Odyssey is a movie. This is your life. That's why you need to realize that unlike the movies, when the movie's finished after 3 hours or whatever it is, then you go home and you think about it and your life continues. With healing from narcissism, this is a journey. It's a marathon. It is not a sprint. That's why I create videos every single day. And that's why I implore you, if you haven't done it, get the wisdom, go no contact. If not now, when? What are you waiting for if you haven't done it yet? Again, I do understand if you share kids with the narcissist, or you're waiting for the divorce, or to settle the house, or if there are other cumbersome ties that have to be disconnected, I get it. Any way you cut it, you should be building behind the scenes. You should be doing those invisible mental push-ups. You should be planning. You should be getting ready to create, develop, and one day execute your exit plan. That's what I've done. That's what I've helped so many people do. And that's what you will have to do any way you look at it. And so why the doors are closing on the narcissist? It's because these people, all the toxic people, the people that came before them, the people that are living now, and of course, unfortunately, the people that haven't even been born yet into toxicity, meaning people that will become toxic. I'm not talking about healthy people. I'm referencing toxicity, one word. They had the run of the roost. They had the rule of the land. They had the power. They had the control. They owned a lot of what you relied on for most of your life. Again, those days are coming to an abrupt ending. You are now becoming sovereign. You are now becoming autonomous. You are now cutting the ties from the narcissist. You are now not listening to everything you're being told. You're paying attention to your instincts, your intuition. You are not ignoring red flags. You are embracing green flags. And you're understanding that, yes, in fact, you are stronger than you know, and that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And that there's no room in your life today, tonight, tomorrow, in the future for toxicity. Again, way back when you didn't know that. When you don't know that narcissism exists, when you don't know it's prevalent, and when you don't know that you are trapped in a cycle or in a relationship or relationships with toxic people, you don't see a way out. What you do is you keep on working for those people, thinking that eventually they're going to see the light. Eventually they're going to be a good person. Eventually they're going to give you the ride to the airport. Eventually they're going to pay for that lunch on Friday when they haven't paid in 7 years. Eventually they're going to finally check in on you and say, hey, how are you? And they're not going to ask to borrow $500. But what happens? The narcissist cares about one person. Only one person. And it's not you. It's never been you. It was what you provided. The person the narcissist cares about is themselves. And what do? They want to create little mini-me's. That's what they try to turn some of their kids into. Little mini-me's. Another level of toxicity. Another life to ruin. Another life to destroy. Well, when you realize these things and you realize that narcissism starts in the household, because that's exactly where it starts. No matter what you think. You may think it's started somewhere else. Nope. It started in the household. And when that's where it started, then you need to realize, okay, well, some people cannot be fixed. Some people are broken beyond repair. Some people believe that they don't need to be fixed. And some people believe that they know more than everybody else. And guess what? Guess who that person is? You got it. It's the raging narcissist. Those people believe that they know everything. They're smarter than everybody. They're holier than thou. They can recite scripture and they're so handsome and beautiful and everything. You know what? Those days are over. The ship has sailed. No one's buying a ticket to the performance any longer. Think about this for a minute. We are at the tail end or entering the ending of the summer. I don't know, maybe a month left or whatever it is. Who knows? With all the global warming and whatever else goes on this planet, seasons are kind of blended. Yep, said it. But having said that, you need to understand we are entering the holiday season. Not today, but in a month or two. And that's when the narcissist usually rears their ugly head. That is what is known as a holiday hoover. Nope, I'm not going to talk about that in this video. It's a little too early. What I will share, though, is this holiday season, I'm going to assure you one thing. The narcissist you're considering, and the narcissist plural all over the planet, they will not have as many doors or homes or houses or apartments or condos or flats or places to go to as they did last year. Now you may think, why are you saying that and how do you know it? Because it's true. I'm saying it because I do know it. And I'm saying it because it is true. And I'm saying it because if you've shut your house down or your dwelling or your residence to the narcissist, I can assure you other people have done that too. And when other people do it like you've done it and I've done it, well, where is the narcissist going to go try to ruin holidays? I don't know. I don't care. But it won't be anywhere near you. Do you see what I'm sharing? Everyone's closing doors on toxicity. Everybody is trusting their instincts and intuition. Very few people now are drinking the Kool-Aid that was poured to them throughout their whole life from a lot of different resources. I won't name them. You should know what I'm referencing. Having said all these things before I close the video, understand a few things. You need to get on the wave of authenticity. You need to get on the wave of no contact. You need to get on the wave of believing in yourself. And you need to get off of the hamster wheel of toxicity, off the hamster wheel of abuse, and off the hamster wheel of feeding the narcissist energy. Again, what is energy? It's time, it's money, it's love, it's empathy, it's being there for somebody, it's giving them a ride, it's answering the text or an email. Any communication, anything that benefits the narcissist is supply. You need to cut that off as soon as you can, because if the narcissist knows that you haven't cut them off, they could easily try to claim something. Oh, an old lost loved one from 20 years ago just died. I need help. Or somebody else just came down with an illness. Can you believe it? The narcissist will never ever stoop to a lower level than you expect, which means maybe that wasn't the best English. Just when you think the narcissist has stooped the lower level, they'll go lower. And just when you think the narcissist can't get any lower, they'll go lower. That's why these people are the scum of the earth. That's why these people are shapeshifters. That's why these people are dark energy. And that's why these people are getting choked out of what is known as supply. And that's why the doors are closing in on them. The doors are closing in because they abused people. They lied to people. They cheated on people. They stole from people. They hid money. They hid relationships. They hid who they really are. Think about all the vices of the narcissist. Yes, one day I'll create that video. But think about it. The narcissist on dating apps, maybe very strange dating apps, if you get my point. The narcissist browsing history, who knows what's there. The narcissist hanging out with those strange, weird people that pop up a couple times a year. This is who the narcissist really is. If you think for a minute you know who they are, you don't. You will never know who they are, because these people wore a mask for you exclusively, and they're wearing a mask right now for a different audience, and they don't care about the mask. What they care about is having a roof over their head, stealing someone's money, keeping someone on the hook, and bleeding somebody out of their empathy and their love and their time and their energy. That cannot be you anymore. So close the chapter of the book on the narcissist once and for all, and understand doors are closing on these people. Left, right, and center. When you do your part, you will feel relieved. Again, this is one main step. It's a major step, actually, to helping you heal. Go no contact. If not now, when? So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. A few quick things. One, this weather right here where I am is absolutely spectacular. It's beautiful. I believe we're going to get rain in a little bit. That's enough for the weather report, but it's absolutely amazing. Number two, my hope is wherever you are, you're enjoying your day. And my hope is you're healing and focusing on yourself. You're journaling, you're meditating, you're working on you. The next thing is, I hope if you haven't gone no contact yet, I hope you're considering it when you're ready. And finally, I will share something. Believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. The narcissist doesn't want you believing in yourself. The narcissist doesn't want anybody believing in themselves. So I implore you, don't listen to the false narrative of the narcissist. Don't listen to the gaslighting of the narcissist. Don't listen to the verbal abuse. Cut them out. Focus on yourself. The narcissist never had your best interest at heart back then. They don't now, and they won't in the future. Close the chapter of the book on these people once and for all. I love you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.